all started. I know. Where did Packer Ave come from? He's in Berlin. He's in Virginia. But this is 3 generations and why we are Packer Avenue. This is where my dad, special guest star today, was born, and where the idea came from. And we're Philly guys, born and raised in Philly, 3 generations, and just passing the torch, which we'll get to later. But just going to walk through here. The tunnel that we're walking in was at one point train tracks, correct?
Railroad tracks, exactly.
And what did you guys used to do growing up here?
Well, it was a great way. You're not supposed to do that, but we just ran down, jumped over the tracks to get to the other side. There was a hill that went down, not a steep hill, but a nice size hill. And we just jumped the tracks, a lot of times trying to beat the train, which wasn't too smart.
And if you caught me doing that, you probably kicked my butt.
I tried.
I understand.
Yeah. But we did have a bridge that went over at 17th Street, and that was used hardly at all. Nobody, it was kind of high, everybody used it.
But what did you use it for?
But I used it for, to take care, I used to make planes, had a glider, 6-foot wingspan, I threw it off of there, and a lot of times it almost went to Broad Street, which is 3 blocks. It was great until I had to go get it. But
aerodynamically sound, so to speak.
It always landed great because there was nothing there but grass and sunflowers. A lot of sunflowers grew around here. Beautiful.
So we're bringing us 3 generations today. Just across the street is what this was not here before, right?
Nothing, not across the street. It was just a nice open field. It was a baseball field, softball, like a swamp behind it. And when it froze over, we used to ice skate there. Didn't have to go far. We had everything right where we wanted it.
And directly in front of us right now is Packer Avenue.
Which was much wider back then because there was nothing on the other side. We used to play half-ball here, hose ball.
Like Kansas, you could just look forever.
Yeah. No cars ever bothered us. Maybe 10 cars a day might have run down the street. That was about it. It was the end of the city, the last block in the city.
Yeah, this was really, that way there was nothing. Really
nothing. Just the Navy Yard all the way down, the Naval Hospital. It was an open area to play in.
It was a little different when I grew up, because when I grew up just on the other side. Really just like on the other side of that wall, on the other side of the expressway there. And so when I grew up, all of this stuff actually was here. And where we have Chicky and Pete's across the street, that used to be a big supermarket and A&P and Acme there. And there was a little place, Calabrese Pizza, which is still there. And sometimes when you were working late, Mom would send me over here and get pizza. And I know you know that, it's no big surprise.
But it was good.
It was good. And I haven't been there in a long time. Maybe we'll check that out while we're here.
They're still here. It must have been good.
Okay. And then just right next to us is the house that you grew up on.
This is it. It wasn't like that though. When I grew up, it was almost like the house next door. Exactly. Somebody bought this and did a fairly nice job to it. Nice front lawn.
And these are big, beautiful houses inside, as I remember.
Well, we had it. They are. They're very nice homes. I loved it. Loved growing up here. It was great. Everything we needed was right here. Didn't have to go anywhere for entertainment.
And so today,
step ball. Those steps were around with a bull nose, and we used to play step ball.
Glad you brought that up.
Just kept me busy.
You
for
throw it
hours.
against the step, and the people get on the other side to catch it. We used to play chink, which is just like handball against the wall. And then we had another game. And Sam, maybe you could introduce that because we've done that before.
Yeah, we're gonna be finishing this video off with a little bit of half-ball. Originally, we would play stickball. Well, you guys, what am I talking about? I did when I was younger, but they would start with dimple balls, right?
Yeah, which are like an air ball.
Eventually, they would get busted down, and you would cut them in half and turn them into half balls. Kind of throw them like frisbees. You can throw a wicked curveball with them, and we're gonna try it out today.
Yeah, so, this wasn't for protection.
No, the stick is not for protection. We feel very safe. We are among our people here in South Philly.
But what we're gonna do is we're gonna like pass the torch today, and so I would like you to take this, and Sam, I'd like you to go long. And
then that probably above, if you hit the bottom, it's a single. Higher was a double.
Like that, at the level. So we got the red on the ground was a single if nobody caught it, or if nobody stopped it past the pitcher. Then up to the first window, that was a single.
Look at all the balls.
I know.
You gotta get that.
And the balls on the roof, there are tons. You're just, I know.
Well,
the way you jumped on the train tracks, I climbed this building to get balls off the roof. And then to the next window was a triple, and then anything over that was a home run.
Yeah.
And we'd play.
If you didn't catch it off the wall.
Yeah. And well, we saw some guys actually, Sam, right? when we were, they still play it, but what's weird is like we played with balls that were ruined. These you buy at a sporting goods store now, and they sell sticks as well. And so I mean, it's like it used to just be a broom handle.
Yeah, years ago we just cut the broom.
Exactly.
Bought the broom.
Okay.
It was a lot cheaper.
This
Cut
was
that off, and
fancy.
the balls were so cheap. My dad used to buy them by the dozen for us, pimple balls. And then when they broke after hitting the wall, when we were playing regular ball, we cut them, made half
Well,
balls.
pimple balls were good too because it was a full ball and you could throw strikes through the squares on the wall.
That's what we did.
And then, but you had a really good traction with the pimples and the things.
Oh,
on
you
them,
can put
which-
so much. You can, if you weren't in the pitcher, you can still put a curveball.
I think we explained the rules. We got singles, doubles, triples, home runs. You don't really want to hit a home run because then you lose your ball.
No, not on the roof. Not
No,
these.
not on the
You
roof.
can never hit one of these on the roof. You can hit a pimple ball on the roof.
Definitely.
But
yeah.
one of these, you're lucky
Yeah,
if
didn't
you
lose
got.
many of these.
It's crazy. I do need to get a close up of these balls. I don't know if you can see them, folks, but this is crazy. People, we're not the first ones who have been here. I see a lot more tennis balls. There's like a Powerade. People were trying bottle tosses up there. It's a TikTok world. We're just living in it.
Keep your eye on them now.
There's one.
There we go.
Oh, that's a good.
Double.
There's one.
Oh.
Real old timer.
First swing.
First swing. Oh, so we're gonna hit. Yeah. Okay, this is the last series. You're gonna get 3.
We're done.
Shot.